So in this video we're going to be taking a look at execute on the A site Inferno, which is one where it's during a round where say you don't really have enough to fully buy up, so you're going to buy a couple of Tech 9s, maybe some P250s, Deagles, and then you're going to have the appropriate amount of grenades to do this execute. So with this execute you're going to be throwing 2 grenades from this sort of area here. One is going to be on the go, which I'll show later on, because I've tried to look for ages for a lineup for it, but I just couldn't find one. But yeah, let's get into the video. So first of all, we'll do the smokes from this position here. So the first one is going to be from here. You're going to take yourself onto this dot here, and then you're going to line up your crosshair here on the edge of the flower pot and then throw. And that's going to land there. See. The next grenade is going to be down from here. Just find the spot. So it's this darker tile here. If you're having trouble finding it, then just try and reference it from this point here and use like the shadows to try and help you as well. But it's the darker tile that you're looking for here. So what you're going to do is you're going to come here, and if you come down here, you can see there's a couple of like ledges that stick out on the side. So this is sort of the first one, the second one, and where there's like the big like third and fourth one here, you're going to take the third one and you're going to come out, so you're about 2/3 of the way from like the left side. So if you were to come 2/3 here, you'll be about there. You're going to throw there. I'll show where that lands. So that goes there. And so the idea is that you're covering off this side here with those smokes. And then the last smoke is going to be landing here, which allows you to get a plant on this position here, because you don't want to be going here because they might spam through. And so the smoke here is the one that you sort of have to go on the go, and I'll explain how that works now. So the idea is that you're going to have 2 people standing here doing their smokes, line them up, so they're going to get into their positions, stand here and wait for the call. You're going to get one here and then one here, so one will watch right, say, and one will watch left. You're going to have 2 people in boiler room, and then you're going to have one person just waiting in the halls here, waiting for the execute. So one of the guys that are in the boiler room is going to be a little bit higher up, and he's going to just throw a smoke towards the left side as you're about to do the execute. So when you call that, hey, we want to do the execute now, he's just going to throw a smoke off the wall there, and it's just going to cover off that left side. And as that's happening, as that smoke goes down, these guys can then do their smoke, and then they can push out, because that's going to cover the left side. They can push out, you can use a volley to clear out the right side here, push up, and then move out with the execute. Once this guy throws a smoke onto this side here like so, he's going to instantly run back and go towards the balcony area where he's going to push out with his teammate after they hear the pop flash come over. And so once that guy throws that smoke and these guys are rushing up, this guy should be safe to be able to come up here as these guys are going to be running in. He should be safe to come towards this position here, and it's a really easy lineup to do. You just come here, aim like so, and aim on the right side of here. So what you're doing is you're waiting, come, get your grenade out, line up, throw, like that, and that's going to cover the site. And so the difficulty with finding a good smoke is that you don't want one where he can look over the edge here and get a position where you can see people running across here. So that's where that smoke's going to land there. So now we're going to take a look at the grenades in terms of flashes and molotovs that you can use. So one molotov you can do, you don't have to do this if you don't have the money to do this, if you can't afford it, is one of these guys who throws these 2 grenades can just get a molly, and as he comes up he can just throw it there, just to go out the corner. In there you don't have to do that, again, if you don't have the money, but it's always good to do that if you can. And then the other molotov is for big pit, so you're just going to swing out and just quickly throw it. You need to practice how to throw it, because you don't want to be standing here in the open and throw it, you just want to be moving and throw it quickly. So you want to get a good molly into pit so that you can clear that out for the players who are jumping out of the apartments. And then in terms of the flashbangs, the guy who comes here, throws the smoke, can throw a flash over like that, and then one deeper over there, like that, and then that will blind, that first one will blind people towards pit, and then this one will blind pit and sight as well. So those are 2 flashes you can do. You don't really need too many more than that. You could also have the guys up in the apartments just run and throw one off like this, and then they can push with that, and that might help them out a bit. So you only really need 3 flashbangs for this. So something really important to stress is the timing of this execute. So the way that you want to do it is you want to initiate it by throwing the smoke here, As that smoke lands and you hear it plume, then these guys will throw their smokes. And so that's why this guy's got to run really fast. He's got to instantly throw it and just get straight towards the exit out here for balcony. So once he gets towards there, then that's when you want to be starting to throw the flashbang. So he's running towards the guy inside boiler who's just thrown the smoke is going to be running around to apartments. These guys throw their smokes and instantly they're coming up and just clearing out these angles and pushing up, throwing the Molotov if you need to. And once they reach around this position here, that's when, like this sort of area, and they've cleared out this is when this guy swings out and quickly throws his smoke and flash. And once, after the second flash is gone and pops, that's when these guys want to push out. So they can throw their flash like that, but as soon as they hear the second flash, that's when they need to jump out and clear pit. So now we're going to look at the plant that you use for this execute. So with this one, the idea is that you're spending a little bit of utility to get the bomb down and have a chance at perhaps damaging the other team's economy and maybe winning the round. So the bomb plant position is probably going to be here, since if you do it here, if there's anyone playing on site up in this box here, they'll easily just spam through the smoke and kill you whilst you're there. So you want to plant here, and people who are playing arch side will probably not spam through there. Since if they hear that plant, they're going to think that it's just going to be in the default spot here and not bother spamming through. So you want to plant here, get control of the pit, get control of apartments in short, have someone lurking around boiler, maybe one guy comes back and covers mid, and then the idea is to make it really expensive for the CTs without you spending too much money invested into it, and you have a chance at winning the round. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then leave a like. If you enjoy my content, subscribe for more in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next video.